right now. Boom. Okay. Alrighty. So obviously we just discussed book of the month. This Girl Wash Your Face. So I would get a copy of that just off of Amazon. Next events coming up, we have the San Diego Regional Convention. And I think people that are on the call right now that are going, we have Alyssa Hampton who's going, and we have Kristen Golightly is also going to be there as well, as far as just people that are on the call right now. So we're going to have a heck of a time in San Diego. We'll try to post and share as much of that as we can. But the next Teamlit University in Provo at the New Skins headquarters is November 16th to 17th. So if you are out of state, I would start to plan and see, hey, we do those almost every month. Start to plan when you and some of your team members can come out together and come and see the company. And then as far as in the month of September, I did an incentive for whoever did the most referral posts was going to get $50. And whoever recruited and signed up the most new people is also going to get $50. And so if you guys want to message me, I don't have a winner quite yet. So if you guys want to message me and let me know how many referral posts you did this month. Chris and BB is probably right up there in the runnings. And then how many people that you personally were able to recruit and help start in your team. So moving on from there, we've got a couple new people. Welcome, Liz and Kaylee jumped on. Cool. So I wanted to go into just some thoughts I've been having. For me, I've been in the business for going on 6.5 years now. And I really struggled because I believed in the business. I believed in New Skin, but I didn't really believe in myself. And I struggled for a long time. I didn't take consistent action. And, I didn't really have the results I wanted to have for a long time. And it wasn't until that I learned, I heard different leaders talk and say 80% of success in this business is your mindset, and it's that personal growth and development. And so whatever your experience was, we just finished up last month. Some people had awesome months. Some people didn't really get where they wanted to be, and that's okay. And so one person that I follow and have learned a lot from, his name is Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's a guy, he's kind of like a neuroscientist, and he approaches law of attraction and personal development and growth and human, just human potential and achievement for more of like a scientific level. And he talks about that we're all either defined by memories. We wake up every day and we're either living today based off of memories of the past, a lot of times negative memories of the past, letting that influence our perspective on the world and our perspective on our potential and our future, versus being defined by a vision for the future. And so for some people, if you haven't really had the results you wanted to have yet in your business, if you're waking up every day and if you're feeling frustrated, like my team's not working, or I can't get anybody to sign up, or nobody's buying off of my posts, or I'm not where I want to be yet. And if you're feeling that frustration and stressed out, maybe somebody quit in your team, because those things do happen. It's very easy to let those things impact how you feel today and to impact your belief in the business, your belief in your ability to have success. And so what I want to recommend to all of you guys is to make sure that you wake up every day, you have a very clear vision of exactly what it is that you want to accomplish in your life. And that before you get busy with the kids, if you have to, one thing that Rachel Hollis teaches that Lauren told me about is to wake up an hour early and take an hour for yourself, to get quiet and to get in touch with yourself and be able to, connect spiritually with God or the universe, whatever you believe in, and to get emotionally in touch with that vision of what it is that you want to accomplish. And, how I do that is I wake up every day and I try to follow this daily routine of writing out 10 things that I'm grateful for and really feeling that gratitude. Because what that does is that gets your mind off of thoughts of lack and limitation and gets you focused on what's actually good in your life. And it opens you up to receive more of the good things that you want. And then I have a routine of doing affirmations. I look at myself in the mirror and I say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a team lead executive in New Skin, earning this much. And I have a lot of different things that I say to myself for both, not just business, but for other aspects of my life as well. And so I think it's really important that, that you start this month with a fresh slate. I know for me, several times in the past, I didn't, I felt like a failure, and I felt like, I felt really bad, and it really hurt my self-image, my self-confidence, because I didn't keep my commitments to myself when I said I'm going to talk to 3 new people per day, and I didn't do that, or I didn't reach my goals, and I told my wife and I told my mentors that I was going to qualify for a trip, or I was going to make this certain thing happen. I didn't do it, and it really made me have a lot of guilt and really feel bad about myself. And so what you have to do is forgive yourself for all of that and say, you know what, I'm going to start fresh today. And there's people all around the world, all over the country, that in record times are reaching the top levels of income and leadership with Nu Skin. Regardless of what your personal experience has been, there are people that are crushing it. And so you are capable of that as well. And so what I want you guys to think about now is, what is your vision of what you want to create? So I want you guys, really, maybe even close your eyes and think about, what pin title, think about, how would you feel if you had reached the pin title you want to reach? Maybe it's Ruby, or maybe it's Emerald. How would it feel to be an Emerald executive earning $5,000 per month? Or how would it feel to be a gold executive earning an extra $1,000 per month? How would it feel if you had amazing, solid team members in your team, and if your business was growing, and if it had momentum, and if it had taken on a life of its own? And how would you feel if you had qualified for the Southern Caribbean cruise? And how would you feel if money was no longer an issue in your life? You didn't have to stress out about money. You didn't have to stress out about how you were going to pay the bills. And how grateful would you feel for that? How successful would you feel? How confident would you feel about Nu Skin, about your ability to be successful? How confident would you feel in yourself? What kind of posture would you have when you go and talk to people about the business? And what kind of confidence and conviction and belief would you be able to transmit to those people? And, so think about that and really get yourself into that feeling space of what that would look like. And, maybe now think about, how does that compare to how you've been feeling lately? Have you been feeling stressed out or anxious, or, have you been taking action more out of fear because you don't want to drop out, or you don't want to, lose your pin title? Are you, so what's the difference there? And so what I want to encourage you guys to do, a part of being defined by a vision for the future, is get yourself into that emotional space of how you'd feel if you had already accomplished your goals every day. So the law of attraction basically says like attracts like. So if you want to have success in your business, feel successful now, right? If you want to, have love, feel loved now. If you want to have abundance in your life, start to feel abundant now, right? That's one thing that a mentor shared with me, is that you want to get yourself into that space energetically of how you'd be if you'd already achieved your goals, and then go out there and be able to go out there and talk with people and share your vision and share your passion and share that sense of confidence you have, that you're going to have when you reach those goals. And so, whatever your vision is of what you want to create, you want to act accordingly. So if your goal is just to make a few extra $100 per month, you can just casually sell the products, referral posts and sell on your personal page. But if you want to build a successful team and progress in the compensation plan, then your actions need to align with that, right? And so you need to be recruiting and sharing the opportunity and, empowering other people. And so you want to start with the end in mind and think, okay, what is it that I want to accomplish? And then work backwards and say, okay, what are the actions I need to take to get there? What are the key, most important things that I need to do to get there? And so, moving on from there, I think a lot of us, once you have that vision of what it is that you want to accomplish, a lot of people, they want to, I talk with people all the time. I show them the compensation plan. I say, these are different leadership positions. Where would you like to be? And everybody says, oh my gosh, I want to be a blue diamond, right? $40,000, $50,000 per month in income. It just, it sounds amazing. And a lot of people want that. And, I won't name names, but there's someone I spoke with my business, and I said, well, what's your vision, your goal of what you want to accomplish with the business? And she said, well, I've I want to be, I want to be a blue diamond, you know, I don't know if I can, but, you know, I at least want to be like a lapis or a ruby. And so basically what she was telling me is that she wants to be a blue diamond, but she didn't really believe that she could accomplish it. And so, you know, there's this quote, this picture that you guys see on the screen here: you will experience in life that which you deeply convince yourself that you deserve. And, you know, that's said in many different ways in all different places. And so, you know, do you truly believe that you can accomplish that goal? And, you know, do you really believe that you're worthy and deserving of living that vision that you want to accomplish? Because the only thing holding you back is yourself. And the results that you're getting right now have to do with what you believe that you deserve. And so when I talk all the time about, you know, doing affirmations and change your self-image and your paradigm and, you know, visualization and writing your goals down. What that is that's just getting yourself, you know, that's just convincing yourself that you do deserve it, that you are worthy and deserving of having the success that you want to have. And, you know, you have to just really control your thoughts. And something that I have written down here, so TFAR, thoughts lead to feelings, feelings lead to actions, and actions lead to results. And so, you know, Jeff Mack this morning, he talked about on the One Team Global Live, he said that you're either attracting or repelling. And he was talking about, you know, people, but you can apply this to just, you know, all the good things that you want to accomplish in your life. You're either, at all times, you're either attracting into your life what you want, or you're repelling it based off of your thoughts and the feelings that those thoughts cause you to think about. So you're either thinking positively or negatively about your business. You either have a positive outlook about your business or you have a negative outlook about your business, right? You either have faith or you have doubt and fear, because faith and fear cannot coexist in your mind and your body at the same time, right? If you have 1%, if you have 1% doubt, that doesn't mean you have 99% faith, right? Because you can't have both at the same time. That would mean you have 0% faith. And so, you know, what you have to do, there's all sorts of, you know, there's going to be people that'll try to kill your dreams and people that'll try to hold you back. And what you have to realize is that no one controls your future and your destiny but you. And how you control that is by controlling what you allow yourself to focus on and think about. And so you have to proactively, you know, place the thoughts into your mind that are going to empower you to move forward, right? You know, even if your current results are that some people on your team have quit, or that you've gotten some rejection, or you didn't hit your goal for last month, obviously you're aware of your results, but you have to choose, what are you going to focus on? Are you going to let those memories of the past define your future? Or are you going to create a vision and install new belief systems, right? And start to see yourself how you want to be living, right? So with those thoughts of, you know, basically feeding yourself those positive thoughts, because if you're thinking positively, it's going to lead you to feel good, right? So think about how you've been feeling about your business lately. Have you been feeling stressed out or anxious or, you know, fearful or doubtful? That's because you're letting negative thoughts influence you. And those negative thoughts lead to negative feelings, which leads to you not taking action and procrastinating. Or if you do take action, even if you say the right words, but if you don't have any kind of sense of enthusiasm and excitement in your voice, you know, it's not really going to have the same effect on people. And that leads to the lack of results, or at least to negative results. Versus, you know, proactively thinking positive thoughts, right? Of affirmations, of, you know, of telling yourself that you are, you know, some things I say to myself is that I love myself. I'm proud of myself. I'm confident in myself. I believe in myself. You know, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a team lead executive in Nu Skin earning this much per month. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm attracting confident, committed, and successful and powerful network marketing leaders into my Nu Skin business, right? And that money comes to me easily and effortlessly from multiple sources. And starting to, you know, with the repetition. So in the book, Think and Grow Rich, it says that basically that whatever it is that you want in life, you're not going to achieve it until you actually believe that you can. And I'm going to pull up the quote really quick. And I hope this is helpful. I hope you guys are taking notes. I know I tend to get excited about this stuff and just go off on you. But it says here, there's a difference between wishing for a thing and being ready to receive it. No one is ready for a thing until he believes he can acquire it. The state of mind must be belief, not mere hope or wish. And it goes on to say that how we create that belief is through the repetition of affirmations. And we also, it says that your subconscious mind recognizes and acts upon only thoughts which have been well mixed with emotion or feeling. And so what you want to do is get yourself to feel as good and grateful and successful as you would feel as if you'd already achieved the goals that you have. And then to emotionally detach yourself, go out there and take action and share this gift that you have with the world. Share with people a way where they can be home with their kids and they can make extra money. They can work from anywhere. I mean, we help people. That's what we do. And this business, it's helping so many people, and it's so rewarding to see all the lives that are being changed. And go out there, and just emotionally detach from who says yes and who says no, and know that, that God wants you to succeed, and He wants, that you're here for a reason, that you're like, there's a purpose and a reason of why you're here right now. And there's people that need this opportunity. There's people praying for this opportunity right now. And so, going on to this next step right here in the Bible, in Mark 11:24, it says, therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. So when you're doing these affirmations and saying to yourself and to God and the universe, right, whatever you want to call it, right, of your vision of what you want to accomplish, you have to go out there and expect and believe that it's going to happen, right? I think so many people, they've got some goals, or they have an idea of what they'd like to accomplish. I'd like to go on a success trip. I'd like to be an executive. I'd like to make an extra $1,000 per month. But they don't really have these rituals set up to create that belief, right? They're not doing affirmations. They're not writing their goals down. They're not visualizing that. And they're not expecting the good things that they want to come into their life. If you're out there, if you're consistently taking action, that's going to get you in a position where, because you're working the business and being consistent with your business, you're going to feel a sense of confidence. There's a sense of confidence and peace that comes when you're out there working your business on a daily basis. And when you know that you're doing what you should be doing to build your business, and you start to feel that you are deserving and worthy of having the results that you want, and you start to expect it to happen. And so, once you've made a clear vision of what you want to accomplish, start to expect, and you should be excited. You should wake up every day and say, okay, I'm excited to go out and talk to people about my business. I'm excited. Who's going to be my next Blue Diamond, right? Who's going to be my next executive? Who can I go out and help today that's praying for, looking for this opportunity, and who can I help to change their life? And I think you have to be proud of what you do. If you're in a position where you're still afraid for people to know that you do network marketing or multi-level marketing, or that you're a new skin distributor, that you do direct sales, that you sell products on social media, then it's going to be hard for you to have success, because you're resisting it, right? You're kind of pushing back against what it is that you're trying to do. It's almost like when you take action in your business, one foot is on the gas pedal, but the other foot is on the brake, right? Because deep down inside, you don't really believe in what it is that you're doing. And so, when you go out and talk to people, doesn't it come across with the same energy? And so, come and see the company, or, come watch the business presentation that we're going to do on Wednesday night, or start to connect with other people that are having success in the business, and really get your head wrapped around what is it that we do, and to see how we really actually do help people. And, another thought is make the decision that you're going to be a pro, right? You're not just going to sign up and post and pray and hope that you have some success, but you're going to actually become a professional. What does that mean to be a network marketing professional? Well, it means that you learn the skills. You learn how to do an effective invitation, how to present the business. It means that you're going to build something long-term. You're not just going to be here for a month or 2 months or 3 months, or heck, even a day, and expect for you to be rich overnight, right? That you're gonna, and one of my good friends, Blake Tillotson, he's 31 years old. He was just recognized as having earned his first $1 million in new skin. He had over 500 accounts on the South Africa success trip. That means 500 people in his team that are probably anywhere from lapis to ruby, which would mean 2 to 4 executives, 500, let's just say, times 3 executives on average. 1,500 executives that represents in his team. And on average, you make about $150 per executive. if those were all in his pay line, that would be $225,000 in income per month. A lot of those are further down, more deep in his organization, so he's not probably paid on all that, but he's probably making close to a 6-figure monthly income at 31 years old. He's been doing this 8 years, and he's really paid a big price and really worked hard at it. But he said there's 2 times when you start your business. One is when you first sign up, and the second time you really start your business is when you realize and you understand that there's no better business opportunity out there. There's no better financial vehicle out there, that this is what you're going to do for the rest of your life. And when you really make a decision like that, I mean, it's crazy what happens. For me, I made that decision on April 10th of 2017, and in 9 months went from distributor to Blue Diamond. And compare that to 5 years previously of being 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and never getting past Lapis. And so hopefully you guys are taking some notes on this, and this is helpful. So now into what to actually do. And I spoke with a girl named Ashley Robichaux. She'd been a new skin I think she's been a new skin for 12 years now, and she struggled for a really long time. And then when this social media thing really kicked up about 1.5 years ago, she just said, you know what, dang it, I'm going to do it. And I am good enough that I can be successful at this too. And she just went nuts. She worked her butt off, 12, 14-hour days over the course of a couple months. And she says that from a 30-day period of time of working, 12 to 14-hour days of just, sharing the story and recruiting as much as possible and launching as many new people as possible, that's now laid the foundation for her to have hundreds of executives in her team. And these are the things that they do on a daily basis that she teaches her team to do, is to read your definite purpose statement twice a day, and then follow that with the self-confidence formula. I'm going to talk about those in just a second. They recommend at least 10 minutes of personal development per day. We've been recommending 30 minutes per day for the team. And then they focus on launching 1 new person per day. And I think if you go out there and if you decide, okay, my goal, my whole job today is to launch 1 new person a day, whether it's a referral post or it's someone new that you have signed up in your team, and do a post about some of the products. If you wake up every day and if you do that, then you're going to have success. And, maybe you need to talk to 2 people to launch one, or maybe, maybe it takes you talking to 10 people to launch 1 person, right? You never know. We've recommended in the past talk to 3 new people per day, but I think that I really like this because it's more results oriented, right? And so measure yourself. Are you launching 1 new person per day, whether it's a referral post or someone new in your team? And then we've been talking about doing 3 or so posts per day on social media. They teach 1 solid post per day, and that's really kind of been my way of doing it, is 1 solid post per day. And then accountability. They do accountability with their team every single night. And so I'm not going to force anybody to report their numbers and accountability. But for those that really want to take their business to the next level, that's a really important thing. And there's a quote. I'm going to back out of the presentation here really quick and just look over here at this quote. I was going to share this. I forgot to put this in the presentation, but I really liked it. So it was, I've never heard of this guy before. My internet's freezing up on me. So hopefully this will jump over. Give me 1 second. Or maybe I'll just Google it on my phone. All right, I'll just jump back over to the presentation. So anyway, it basically said, let me see if I can pull it up on my phone really quick. It said, accountability separates the wishers in life from the action takers that care enough about their future to account for their daily actions. So one more time, accountability separates the wishers in life from the action takers that care enough about their future to account for their daily actions. So I'm going to be setting up an accountability group because I know that I need it, because it's easy for myself to make excuses to myself and say, I'm a Blue Diamond, I've got great circle group volume, and, and to slack off, right? So, for those that want to participate in that, we'll be doing that as a team. And then I want to share, so what is the definite purpose statement? And this comes from, I don't know if you guys have seen, so Kristen, one solid post per day, just one good post that gets interaction, whether it's a personal post or it's a recruiting post, just at least one good post per day. A lot of you guys are so much better at being active, posting on your social media than I am. So for me, if I can get 1 to 2 posts in per day, I feel really good about that. So from the definite purpose statement, this comes from, there's a 90-day success journal that I highly recommend you guys look into. It's like $10, and it basically has a tracker of how to track, every 30 minutes of your day, how to track all your key activities and keep track of your contacts. We'll talk about that more later, but it's really important that you have a definite purpose statement. And so this comes from the book Think and Grow Rich. There's a chapter called auto-suggestion. And so it says, after researching the wealthiest people for many years, Napoleon Hill, the author, discovered that they all had a definite purpose in their life. You will create your own definite purpose statement. This is a vision of how you want your life to look. And here are the key components to it. So it's written with the date 1 year from now. It's written in the present tense. There's an exact amount of money you state that you are earning. I would take a screenshot of this slide if I were you guys and save this for later and do this activity. You will declare the service you'll provide in order to earn the money. You can include other be, do, and have goals. You'll end the statement with gratitude. And so here's what it actually looks like. So a template for creating that, so you could say, it is October 1st, 2019, and I, Nick Jackson, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm receiving this much money per month in income from my global new skin business. And you can put your own spin on this, but I effectively accomplish my daily habits that bring me success. I experience joy each day knowing that what I'm doing is being of service to others and myself. I am your pin title, Blue Diamond, or whatever other things you want to say. I'm a powerful leader, right? I'm a Blue Diamond executive in Nu Skin. And as a result of my genuine effort, I am now experiencing, and that's where you say that vision of your life, right? I'm now experiencing that I have time and financial freedom to wake up and choose every day how to spend my time with my family. I'm now experiencing, complete financial abundance in my life, where I no longer have to I now experience that I'm fully self-employed, and I don't have to depend on anybody else for my income and to provide for my family. And so this definite purpose statement, I would take a screenshot of this as well, and I would make sure you guys are reading this every morning and every night. And so on the bottom here, it says the statement is your personal vision. You will read it when you wake up. You will read it to yourself when you wake up in the morning and right before you go to sleep. You'll read it to yourself with emotion, right? I said that, all this stuff we do, it doesn't actually impact your subconscious mind unless you mix emotion with it. It says you must be in action every day. After you state your definite purpose statement to yourself, you will follow it with the self-confidence formula. And I do my affirmations. I have this memorized, the self-confidence formula. And I say it out loud to myself every day. I take a screenshot of this as well. And we can get this to you guys. And so this meeting is going to cut out on us in 3 minutes. I'm going to try and get through this. And then we can go back to any other slides. But so this is something you want to say out loud to yourself. And so I was at the gym today. There's this little YouTube audio that's got pump up music on it. And I watched a lot of Bob Proctor, motivational, law of attraction stuff, lots of videos like that. So this guy, John Assaraf, he popped up and he was talking about, he's kind of like a human performance and development and mindset coach. And he said that procrastination, if you're not taking action in your business, it's an issue with lack of self-confidence. Right? Because you don't actually believe in yourself that you're going to get the results. And he said, if you really truly believe that you were going to have success, that you could not fail, then you would take action all day, every day because you knew you were going to win. Right? And so this self-confidence formula, this is a way for you to read this to yourself out loud every day to start to develop that confidence in yourself. And, we got 2 minutes left in this meeting. I'll send a new link. I'd love to jump back on and hear you guys' takeaways from this. And hear maybe just one thing from everybody of what they took away from this tonight and what they're going to apply. So it goes like this. First, This is a declaration, right? I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, continuous action toward its attainment, and I here and now promise to render such action. Second, I realize that dominating thoughts in my mind will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, I concentrate my thoughts for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person I intend to become, thereby creating in my mind a clear mental picture of that person. Third, I know through the principle of autosuggestion or repetition of affirmations, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek expression through some practical means of attaining the object back of it. Therefore, I devote 10 minutes daily to demanding of myself the development of self-confidence by reading this out loud. Fourth, I have clearly written a description of my definite purpose in life, and I will never stop trying until I shall have developed sufficient self-confidence for its attainment. Fifth, I fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure, and thus built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I will not engage in any transaction which does not benefit all whom it affects. I succeed by attracting to myself the forces I wish to use in the cooperation of other people. I induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve others. I eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism. I know that a negative attitude toward others can never bring me success. I cause others to believe in me because I believe in them and in myself. I sign my name to this formula, commit it to memory, and repeat it loud twice a day with full faith that it is continually influencing my thoughts and actions, affirming that my commitment to become a self-reliant and successful team leader.